Hey, how's it going? Hey, Tex. Okay, so why I don't like these 9 pocket sleeves. I don't even know why people still use them. Now this stuff here, what I've got here, is part of a auction that I bid on and won a couple months ago. I think it was back in July, June or July, June maybe. So it's part of an auction I won, and here's the binder that they came in, and there's still cards in here. I'm just now getting to go through them, right? And problem, the problem I have with them is that a high percentage of the cards stick, especially the older sleeves and the high gloss cards. They just stick. You have a chance of damaging the cards. Number one, even the new sleeves, every time you insert a card and take a card out, you're running a chance of damaging the corner of your card. You think you're protecting your cards, and you're really not. Number one, you're jamming them way down in here into the corners, and that's going to give you a little softness, little rounded corners. So some of these come out okay. Throw these sleeves away, but these ones on the edge here, like this, forget about it. They're like glued in. No matter what you do, obviously you don't want to destroy the card, crease the card. So you pop your finger, and now you think you pop it loose. Let's see if that worked. Cutting a little section of it out, and that allows me to free up the corners of the card that you can't access by jamming your fingers in there. You know, even if I try this one again, it's 9 times out of 10 it is not going to come out. And I don't want to damage the cards. These cards are mint condition. I don't know how long they've been in this sleeve, but people put them in these books, these binders, and they just kind of stack them away for God knows how long or whatever. Little do they know, 20 years down the road or something, they may not be able to get them out. So it comes right out once you cut it. You just can't get it out by, like the ones on the inside, fairly easy. You got to pull a little bit, but they come out. These on this end here are not cooperating. Nothing. There we go. We broke that one loose. But I do not like them. I got to spend a ton of time just getting these cards out of here. I don't like them. I want them out. So, what's your take on it? Hey, Michael, how's it going? I'm just discussing why I don't like these 9-page sleeves for cards. And I just pulled, I don't know, 600 or 700 out of sleeves that the sleeves were, they tucked in this way. They tucked in here, and then this outer one tucked in there. So every time I pulled out this outer sleeve like this, the corners would hit on this opening every time. So, like on these are older, thicker ones. They are BCW 9T2s. So, You can see that on there. BCW 92s. Thick, really thick sleeves. What do you guys think? You like them or not? Yeah, I just you get, I don't know. You pay too much money for these cards to just. I realized back in the day they didn't know that it was going to happen. The manufacturers, and they've done stuff to take the PVC or whatever it is out of the plastic. But I mean, even the sleeves just stick to each other. You know, and you put them in a binder. Listen to this. I'm afraid to turn the pages in the binder because they just. I don't know if you can hear that cracking. You know, and there's some nice cards in here. I don't want to screw them up. Ryan Tux. There's some Nolan Ryans here. I do not want to screw them up. It's okay to screw up the Canseco's, I guess. Some Jabs looking for that one last night on his channel. That Dunruss. Yeah, Griffey Jr. I think he was. So this is part of a bulk lot that I bought at an auction. I bought a box and it came with some binders. This is one of the binders. I've already taken some of the binders apart. Taken this stuff out of them, the cards. Here's another binder. It came as part of the auction. This is like non-sports cards, I guess. There's some Disney cards in here mixed in with DC Comics, with baseball. This is Nolan Ryan, but it's Fernando Valenzuela and Tom Seaver. Ozzie Smith, you know, whatever. I'm surprised I won this lot, and it wasn't all that expensive. I didn't pay more than $50 for anything, any lot, and I won 8 lots. A whole bunch of stuff. When I say auction, I mean an actual auction house. I went to an auction house, and they had tons of stuff. I have video of it. I had just never posted the videos. I'd have to edit them down because I was there for hours. I mean, some nice cards in here. Reggie's. Let's see if any of these are the Reggie error cards. And get them out without destroying them. Here it goes. So the difference with these Reggie cards is they have the numbers were transposed for the card numbers. So you have one that's the portrait, and then you have another one, I think, where he's batting, and they have different numbers. These are both the same number. So these are the corrected versions. Maybe it wasn't the fair. Maybe it was, I don't know. It was one of these Jackson cards from one of these years. I think it was these, though. Because it said like Mr. Baseball, and I forget what the other title was. Just Reggie Jackson, I guess. You guys have any of these cards in your collection? Like, have you been collecting it during this time? I'm a bit older, so, you know, I had a jump start on some of you guys, but then I took a break like a lot of people did, and I missed all of the 2000s and oh god, I didn't really start getting into it hardcore until 2017, starting really getting back into it. And actually this year is when I really started buying collections, buying stuff at the flea markets. Normally it would just be, you know, packs of cards at the store, or my son would get me a you know, like a complete top set for Christmas or birthday or something like that. How about these boxing cards? You guys ever see them? I've never seen them. I have no idea what they'd even be worth. Let's get my glasses to see what year they are. They are AW Sports Incorporated, 1991. So they're not that old. They're 91s. But just the crackling noise, it makes you wonder if you're actually damaging the cards. Oh, look, there's some stickers in here. Some old Topps stickers, made in Italy, 1983, Topps chewing gum. Like that. The other ones, this one, I don't think this is a sticker. I think that's a card of Carlton. And this is 1981 Tug McGraw. These are 81s, these gold ones. No, not all of them, just that one for some reason. And the Carew. When are these from? 83s. 83s. I got some books, some stamp books somewhere. I don't even like binders. I mean, the binders, I see them at flea markets and people thumb through them and they just flipping the cards around. And I pulled some out. I don't know if you can see it here, but you see all this damage here? I pulled cards out of one of the binders and the pressure from the D-rings were just imprinted into the card itself. So, but anyway, back to these pocket sleeves. Don't like them. Can't get the cards out. You know. So I gotta perform surgery. And hopefully not damage the card in the process. And pop the rest. Let's hope. And it comes right out. So, what do you guys think? You guys have any of the same problems with your sleeves if you use them? I know, like I said, these are older sleeves. I don't know how long these cards have been in here because they're not my cards originally. Beautiful cards. They're in great shape. But I just don't like them in the sleeves. I'd rather put them in penny sleeves, stack them in a 5,000 count box, and the real Hall of Famers and stuff like that, you top load them because obviously you can't afford to one touch them all. That would get very expensive and space consuming. It's bad enough that you take away a lot of your space by putting them in penny sleeves. Hey Philip, how's it going? Yeah, I'm with you, Randy. Don't like them either. You know, those Score are. I don't think they were Score. If you're talking about the black ones, Phil, they were Fleer, I believe. These ones here, it's hard to see because of the reflection. Yeah, I don't want to damage Reggie. But like those are Fleer. Go with this set here, 91 Fleers. Yeah, I got to go through this binder yet. Get these out of here. So, also, I might as well make the announcement now, but no one claimed the prize from our 500 subscriber giveaway. So I have to repost. I'm just going off of the original list, and I'm going backwards now from the winner to second to third to fourth to fifth, and going backwards until I finally get three. Excuse me, three winners. But Saturday I'll be posting. For you guys who didn't get to enter the other one, if you're a newer subscriber, I'll be posting a 750 subscriber giveaway video, and hope to get there real soon. And check it out. It's going to be a huge box of stuff. And again, I'll put a second and third place prize in there too for people, because I don't like to see just one person win. I like to see more people win. It makes makes for happy viewers, happy people in the community. They feel like they're part of your channel, what's going on, whatever. So I don't mind. I mean, I've got not a lot of stuff, but I have a lot of stuff. I was going to start an eBay store, and I was going to sell some packs of cards. I'll show you one. And I did. If you guys watched Eric Jabs a couple months ago, I sent him one of these boxes to do a review on his channel. And basically what it is it's just kind of a hodgepodge of cards. Now I am including, this is a TTM autograph of a guy named Scott Fletcher. All right. One random autograph. Some of them are certified on the back from the card manufacturers. I just threw some in each box for the first. I plan to do the first 200, but let me just give you an idea of a sample of what comes in some of these boxes, and they're all random. I was shooting for like 200 plus cards. All right, total. And just the price on this was going to be around $25, because I was going to pay the shipping out of that. The shipping, if I ever send it in this, the shipping on this alone is $7.90 on the bulk shipper. That means I can send it anywhere in the country. But I'm kind of stuck at the taxes part, charging taxes. What do I charge taxes for? Do I charge it for the state I live in? Do I have to charge it for? Yeah, there were some Conseco's in there, just a couple. Do I charge New Jersey state taxes? So what I think I'm doing about this is, instead of doing an eBay store, if I open up Patreons, then I can just give the packs away to certain tiers of Patreons. I spent $4,000 on cases of cards this summer, boxes of cards, and then opened them up and put them in these ready to go. But I may just do a Patreon thing and do the giveaways that way, like include some of these packs in Patreon packages. My last package I got from and it was a Kahoot Patrick from John and Eric Jabs. They each sent me one. Was basically unopened packs of cards. And I know Eric has his own store on eBay store where he sells these things. I think he does 100 card lots. I was looking at 200 plus cards and a bonus autograph, kind of to try to entice sales, but have not gotten that far yet. Anyway, yeah, hey Ghost, how's it going? Not much. I'm the topic of discussion today. By the way, I played hooky from work today. Oops. Hopefully my boss is not tuned in. He should still be at work, but it is lunch break there. And he is, yeah, I think he subscribed to my channel. I don't know. He's the one who got me back into the whole card thing by doing TTM stuff. My boss has like over he has 9,000 autograph cards that he does TTM, and his goal uh, is to get everyone. Now, obviously, you can't get everyone because some of the guys are passed away now. That has ever had at least one major league at bat, played in one major league game. So he got off the wall guy names, and he's waited a long time, up to 5 years, to get stuff back, replies back from guys. So some guys just don't reply. Every once in a while they get maybe a wild hair, or they need money to pay a bill or whatnot. Because some of the guys, TTMs, they charge. They're not all free. But you can get some really nice ones. You can get Andre Dawson's autograph on a card for like $10. You can get Ryan Sandberg to sign for you for $5. You can get Jim Palmer to sign for you for $10. Brooks Robinson is like $10. Goose Gossage, I think, is $10 or $20. Nolan Ryan, you send to his foundation. You get a little hologram on the back of your card, letting you know it is his signature, and that costs you $60. Then there's Johnny Bench, who through his foundation or his charity, whatever it is, sells his autograph for $70. This month I want to go to a card show out in Valley Forge, PA, at the casino there, and among all the other people that are there, the Reese Hoskins, the Larry Boas, because they're like Philly-based card show, so they got old Philly players, football, baseball, current and new players. Donovan McNabb will be there. If you're a McNabb fan, I'm not a Philly sports fan at all. So, but Pete Rose is going to be there, and I want to get Pete Rose's autograph and add that to my collection for $69. It's, to me, it's worth it. I don't know if you can buy it online for cheaper than that. I don't know, but it's the whole idea of to do the meet and greet, shake his hand, talk to the guy, because regardless of what he may have done, I feel if they let these juicers into the Hall of Fame, they need to let everyone in then, because they just lowered the bar considerably for these guys who, cheated. So what's the difference between gambling and just flat out cheating? You cheated. That's it. So, but everyone's entitled to their opinion. And so I respect everyone's opinion on that. There are the hardcore hardliners that there's like no way, but they're going to get in eventually. You can't, like Eric said last night, the passing of the old guard and the new guard coming in, the new younger writers are going to probably be more forgiving, and you'll see guys like Clemens, Bonds getting in. Palmeiro, maybe. I mean, he is a member of the 500 home run club, right? So, I mean, that was a standard 300 home runs, I guess. 500, 300 wins. How are you going to do that now? Guys aren't going to get 300 wins anymore. Anyway. Yeah, guys, sub to each other, help each other out. That's what it's all about, right? We want to get, hey, let's get these guys monetized. It's not a lot of money. You're not going to get rich over this overnight. But it could be drinking money, it could be beer money, right? Who knows, right? It could be card money. You could go out and buy a couple boxes at your local Walmart and use that in your channel. You know what I mean? So I used to think, why are people not subscribing? Why do they not subscribe? You got 3,000 people watching Eric's Jabs stuff, and a lot of us creators do the same thing. We do a lot of the same stuff, so our content's the same. But what does it hurt to throw a subscription out to someone? But then, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I've noticed it is I can't. I'm limited onto the number of subscriptions I can put out based on the number of subscribers I have. And I don't know why YouTube does that, but they do that. I don't know if you guys had that issue. I got it a lot where, oh, you've reached too many. You don't have enough subscribers to continue subscribing. When I go onto those streams, John and Eric's, I click on everybody's name, whether they do super chat or not. If it's a name I didn't recognize before, I'll click on it. And if I don't remember the name, I'll still click on it and just see whether I have or have not subscribed. And I'll throw them subscription. I've subscribed to people where they had no content. You know what I mean? Maybe someday they do want to be a creator. And now they'll have some subscriptions in the bank to get them going. But anyway, to each his own. I mean, no one's forcing anyone to subscribe either, you know. But it is that first 1,000 subscribers is a big milestone for a lot of creators. It just keeps them going. It keeps them not wanting to say, she's, giving up. I'm giving up, I've done everything I can. I just can't seem to hook them and get them to come in, So me, I started out, if you check my playlist, I started out doing gaming videos. Like I did World of Warcraft pet battles, and I've had a lot of views on some of my stuff, but not a lot of subscribers. And then I switched gears. I started, because I enjoy playing video games too. So I really like first-person shooter games. I played them. I started posting that stuff. Nope, not working. People are watching, but not a whole lot of people are watching. And I even tried what's that one? That Polecat does. You guys ever watch Polecat and Jeff Favigno, where they do their where they play this game where they're cops and stuff. I even applied to them. I went through the whole process to get onto their server to be able to play and see how they do it. And I was accepted. I had to pass their written test. They gave me a driving test in game. I had to drive a freaking car. Like they took it that seriously. It's like, you got to do this test, and you're on probation and all this stuff, and you're not allowed to do this, and you're not allowed to do that. And I did it for a couple months, and I'm like, this is just too restrictive, man. I want to be able to do my own creation and create my own content. And you guys are restricting me. You're not allowing me to have the freedom that, like they're saving all the creative stuff for themselves instead of allowing other creators to do their thing. Now, granted, it's their servers and stuff like that. I get it. But it's not like they refuse to let you in the areas. You got to be in their clique to be able to be even in close to an area to where they're shooting their videos and stuff. If not, they say you're leeching off of their stream or whatever, their thing that they're doing. So I ended up leaving them and trying, and I don't know if you guys know who Fire Kitten is, but she had the same issues where they would not let her be her own creator, and she's been doing it for a long time with them. And I was they had like weekly meetings. I mean, I would go to the weekly meetings and sit in their chat, and it'd be like she wanted to address all the newbies like myself, and they wouldn't let her. They told her just sit down and shut up, basically. And so she quit. And then I messaged her and I told her exactly how I felt about, like not being able to be creative. And she invited me over to the new server that she was joining and the new group of people, and how they were more friendly that way, and they didn't restrict you on your content. And I did that for a little while, but then I just had to get away from that whole game thing, because that's real role playing stuff, and I just couldn't get into it all the time because they did want you to sign on like every day and do stuff on there when I wanted to do other things too. So that's how I got into just doing my baseball card stuff. I still play games, but I do it in my downtime when I want to relax. I mean, this is relaxing, but it's also work. You know, you see, I'm here spending time taking this stuff apart um, when I should just be sorting. By the way, I still have, I don't know, 5 or 6 boxes yet to go, and I am currently eyeballing a 40 box lot that's up for sale. I messaged the person today about it. 45,000 count boxes for sale. They didn't put a price on it, so I made an offer. They said taking offers. So I made them an offer, $250 for it. See if we can get it. That's about $7.50 a box. Um, I don't know if I'll get it or not, if they'll accept it, but you know, if you're talking like $10 a box, that's $400, and that's a nice chunk of change there. All right, so we got those separated. Finally, now put these in the recycle bin, recycle this, and maybe they'll come back as more 9 pocket sleeves for someone to use. I don't know. Maybe they'll come back as a t-shirt, a stadium seat in a baseball stadium. Who knows? But they won't be in my house anymore. So let's see. What's chat? What's going on in the chat? Yeah, you gotta be a little patient, and you gotta. Sometimes I like to set up some backdrops, and some background and stuff like that. Um, exactly. I mean, like I noticed, like it's the same little group of guys that come in here and check out my stream, and I appreciate it, guys. And I believe I'm subscribed to all of you. Um, if not, let me know. I mean, all my stuff is public and viewable, so you can see if I am subscribed to you or not. Um, I don't know why Eric's is not viewable. I can't view his, but apparently yesterday, and I didn't see him come in the stream, but he said he came into the stream yesterday. I know I saw John come in. I saw the Past is Alive show up. I did not see Eric. I would have said hi to him, but I did say hi to John. I don't know if he heard me or not. I'm sure he did. But yeah, I mean, that's good to know that the big guys do come and check out your stuff, and they're not just paying you a little bit of lip service either, because no one likes lip service, especially from another dude, right? But I don't know what's wrong with these cards. See how they're pinkish? I don't know. It's hard to see on the camera. Trust me, these cards look pink. I don't know if they're faded or what around here, like it bled. I don't know. They look pink. On camera, they look nice. Like true colored, but they're not. And that one came out okay for being a glossy card. But some people will go crazy if I damage some of these cards because, like, we still have our Will Clark fanatics out there and Jose Canseco fans, so I don't want to damage any cards. I am working on, some packages for some guys just because they messaged me and said, hey, I collect Jose Canseco's. This one guy from Korea who is one of my followers, and he posts videos from time to time, but he's on a total different time zone than the rest of us, so he doesn't get to catch the live streams. Said he was a big Chan Ho Park fan, so I sent him some Chan Ho Park cards and some packs to open up on his channel, and plug my channel. Maybe I can pick up some Korean viewers, but it's very expensive to mail stuff overseas. Just FYI, guys. Very expensive. I think for that same little $7.90 box. It was like $20. So, and the mailman asked me, "So you want to insure it?" I said, "Why? There's like $10 worth of junk cards in there." You know, I'm like, all right. It made it. I was surprised. It made it. He messaged me and said he got there. He opened it up. His English is not all that great, so he said it was hard for him to show his emotion, his excitement, because all his videos are actually just non-speaking. You just see his hands. You see him opening the stuff, and yeah, that's it. No speaking, but he types, whether he uses a translator or whatever, but he types in broken English, obviously, but still very readable and very recognizable. I'm surprised the package got there because his address was so weird looking. Like, I don't know, I'm just kind of winging it here, but it made it, and it made it there in less than 2 weeks. The mailman said, "Yeah, give it 2 weeks. Maybe it'll get there." I'm like, all right. Oh my goodness, I hate these sleeves. I don't have all day to do this. There's any easy ones in here? Not really. What is it? Off-brand? Woolworths, the Kmarts. These are Kmarts. I like these. These are like the old design cards. I have a couple, I have a couple sets of these. One of my broke and I had sent to get autographs and came back. The Don Drysdale one was legitimate. The Hank Aaron one that I sent to Hammer and Hank came back as counterfeit, not his real signature. Someone else signed it. Who else did I have on there? Sent a couple of them out. Some of them you just don't get back. That's a chance you take too when you send these things out. But it's better maybe to send one of these that's a replica of the real card than the actual, 68 Bob Gibson to Bob, and never see it again. Or the Reggie Jackson 73, and that's it. You never see it again. I gotta pick out a card I want Pete to sign though. But that's in person, so that's different. Pick out a nice card for that. I don't think I have his rookie card, so that's out of the question. I remember years ago, I was in my 20s, maybe mid 20s. I'd go around to the card dealerships and card shows, and I'd take a stack of cards with me, whoever's going to be there. And I'd have them sign the cards, and these collectors in line would be like, "Are you crazy? You're ruining that card." And nowadays, it's like they put them in every box. You get a chance of getting an autographed card. And I'm like, man, I pioneered that stuff. So here's what's this? Second year Schmidt. And so worn out on the corners. The white border's gone. It's got some creases here. So this would be something, maybe to give to a Patreon once I get my Patreon up and running, for giveaways and people that still would like to have some older cards in their collection that they don't have, that may have some flaws in it. Like I said, it may be flawed, but it's still a card. I mean, I picked up flawed cards because I just don't have them, or you don't see them that often, like cards from the 50s and 40s. How about that? Nolan Ryan Tux. Remember when everyone went crazy over that? Yeah, Charlie Hustle. I want to get his autograph. And of all the guys out of there, like Tony Perez is going to be there. Rhys Hoskins, Larry Boa, Bobby Shantz is probably going to be there. He's a local guy. He's the oldest living MVP. 1952, he was the American League MVP over all these other guys that were playing back then. And he's a pitcher. And he was a pitcher, and he's a little guy. He's not a big guy. People weren't that big back in the day. They were all little. He managed to pitch quite a while in the big leagues for several teams. Started out with the Philadelphia Athletics, I believe. And he ended his career with the Philadelphia Phillies. And he pitched for the Yankees for 3 or 4 years, and I believe he got a couple World Series out of it. 52, he won the MVP, which is pretty sweet. So that's kind of his claim to fame. He's the oldest living MVP. He's not in the Hall of Fame because his numbers aren't there. But he's a local guy, local kind of the Philly area guy. And he does a lot of stuff where he goes around, visits schools. He signs autographs for free. You can mail to his house, and he'll sign it. But usually, like for a guy like that, I'll send like $5 along anyway with a couple cards, and he'll sign them. Just tell him the money's a donation for whatever he sees fit, a charity, whatever. Use it to buy more pens to sign more cards. But a lot of people don't send them. But a lot of these older guys, they never made the money. They didn't make $2,000 a week or whatever. Some guys make that for a game or something a day. Heck, their food money might be $500 a day for food, depending on their status on the team. There's a like a homemade card someone made. Ricky Henderson. That's right. Throws left. I think Ricky batted switch hitter, didn't he? Thought he bat left-handed too. Says he bats right. Okay, Spitball Brothers, you're going to be doing your live stream tonight? Okay. Yeah, the only reason I'm doing one now is because I played hooky from work. My wife didn't have a conniption about it, so that was one good thing. She made me breakfast. It's all good. Otherwise, I have to get breakfast at work. They have a cafeteria where I work. So. There's always one, at least. So anyway, for the new guys tuning in, the title is Why I Hate These 9-Pocket Sleeves. Because the cards stick. I've actually physically had to cut some out because they just would not release, especially the glossy ones. These here shouldn't be sticking because they don't have a gloss. But even the cheap Fleer stuck. Only broke it free. Only the end one, so there must be a lot of pressure being put on the outside of the binder because these other ones kind of come right out. But every time you use a sleeve, you run the chance of damaging a corner coming in and coming out of the sleeve. So why run the chance? Just penny sleeve them up and put them in a box. They'll be protected that way. Yeah, come on, barrel. There we go. There we go. So here's a couple of Canseco cards. For you Canseco fans out there who enjoy looking at his mug, his pythons, with the guns. So, Spitball Bros, did I order a binder? No. This is something I won in an auction. I won a box with a bunch of binders in, and they were loaded with cards. So it was a bulk lot, and I'm just now, because of the other purchases I've made, I'm finally, today's a hooky day. I'm getting around to trying to get them out of these binders before they become permanent fixtures in here, because I have no idea how long they've been in here. Obviously, by the sound of the cracking, they've been here a long time. And let's see, I still have This one's going to be fun to do. I have 3 of these. I have 3 of these to do. Yeah, and I have other primers, but this one looks like it's going to be a lot of fun because it's really small. And look at it. It's just one giant brick. So that's going to be fun to do. So I've got a total of 3 of those to do. There's 2 more. Oops. I've got this one. I just did earlier. And all the cards. These were all Stadium Club cards that I pulled out of there. All glossy. And they were two in here per pocket. So whoever put them in there really did a number on me. Made me work really hard to get them out. I showed this already to some other guys. This one here has got to be gone through yet. All these cards have got to be pulled out of here. And we got some non-sports in the front. I'm surprised I won these lots because people must not have really cared about looking into the binders. I looked in and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to bid on that. But I still had a set price. I paid no more than $50 for any lot that I won. And I won 8 different lots. Here's a whole book of these Conlins. But they're all bricked up too inside here. So the collection's huge. This is only a small portion of it. There's like, I don't know, 1,000+ cards to this. What's this in the back? There's a little checklist or something. Oh, look, it's a Flyers thing. Let's see what it says. Maybe it's a picture, an autographed picture of someone. Oh, it's not autographed. It's a numbered Eric Lindros. Been nice to have been autographed on him. I did get in one of the boxes, and it was buried under some stuff, an autograph Bob Feller, like a 5x7 or 7x8, something like that. So I'll even put a little description in the book here. Common collection, blah, blah, blah. Here's a binder, but I've already taken everything out of this one. Nice Yankee binder from Modell's, but I've already taken everything out of it. And like I said, the trash man just came with the recyclables, picked it up, so I gotta wait. Here's one that I've taken everything out of already. There's only like 10,000 sleeves in here, it seems. So that goes out in the trash. Let's see, what else do I have? The binder's empty. So I still have about 5 or 6 boxes to sort downstairs from that 45,000 card purchase. And like I said earlier, I'm looking at a about 100,000 card purchase, 45,000 box, 5,000 count boxes up for sale in my area. And I messaged the person waiting to get a response back because they just said taking offers, make an offer. So I offered them $250 for them and see if they take it. If they do, good for me. Not so good for my wife. She won't be happy because I'm just running out of room. But I explained to her that it's for my viewers. I'll be using this stuff to have giveaways and stuff like that. Once I get really up and running, I'll have a lot of product too. And unlike Eric, like Eric says, his is not sorted. Mine is being sorted, and I didn't sort it by player, which I might have to do that. I have it sorted by years. So, that's just, the way I did it. But I will probably have to go back and do it by player if I start doing like Patreons and giving people like some of their favorite player cards, then I'll have them all set up. Oh, okay, he wants Canseco's. Oh, he wants, he likes this guy. Okay, well, let's see what we got here. He likes Pete Rose. Okay, let's see what we got for Pete Rose. Let's see what he's got for, Benito Santiago. Who knows? People who like who they like. But anyway, what's going on with you guys? So the Spitball Brothers are going live tonight. Do you have a time on that? Hey, Fall Creek, what's going on? The binder itself, were there any cards in it or no? Just a binder? Yeah, if I can get those all 40 boxes for $250, I'll be happy. And I have more content to share with you guys. Apparently, people like the live sorts, whatever. I'll do them, but it's like one box at a time, guys, because it takes a good little while to go through them. And when I go through them with you guys, I'm kind of rushing through. I still don't really separate them. I'm just showing you what's in the box and going on. I've not found a Derek Jeter rookie card in any. The Derek Jeter SP 93 SP. I have two somewhere in my collection. I know I do. I tease my wife. I keep telling her that she sold them, but I have two of them, and they're in plastic. I don't know where they are. I gotta find them. My wife, at one point, was a big Yankee fan, and but I think she was raised a Philly fan. Her dad and uncles and all of them were local sports guys, and I've always been a Yankee fan, and that's where my father raised me. So when the Yankees and the Phillies played in the World Series in, what was that, 2008? Man, everyone in my house turned on me. Like, my wife was rooting for the Phillies and putting it in my face, all the time. So I'm like, all right. And I went to the closet and I bought her all these Yankee jerseys over the years. And I snatched up every one of them. And I put them on my side of the closet. Her Bernie Williams jersey, because she loved Bernie Williams. Then she, after Bernie retired and Jeter took over as the captain, became Derek Jeter this, Derek Jeter that, Oh, Derek Jeter's hot, And so, I took all them jerseys back, and now they're mine. She don't get them back. I told her, you've lost that right to wear that jersey anymore. You turned, and her team lost anyway, so she got the double whammy. But anyway, well, these are coming out okay for being small baby bricks. They actually are coming out pretty good, but then they're not super glossy cards. If they were, they'd probably be a problem. Oh, yes, wouldn't that be nice if we could actually send attachments? I mean, I wouldn't care. Hey, you'd be like, hey guys, check this out. Look at this card I got. I wouldn't care that you shared your stuff right here with other people. I think that's great. I think it's a great idea. Send a link. Say, guys, click on this link. The problem is, you're going to have people that are going to throw links up there that are going to take you somewhere inappropriate, and that's why people, or even get you a virus. That's why Spitball Bros could tell you all about that, since he's like a cybersecurity guy. You just can't click on everything that you see, and because there's just mean people out there that are going to try to mess with your stuff, try to steal your ID, which would be like the worst thing to happen. To just send you to inappropriate sites and getting you viruses and screwing up your computer, yeah. So Unfortunately, that's why it's the way it is. Oh, Philip. That's all right. You know what? You're entitled to for your team. That's fine with me. Red Sox have some good players. I'll admit that. Mookie Betts. I wish he was a Yankee, especially last year. And he was tearing it up last year. Uh, Rafael Devers. Man, he's having a good year this year. The rest of the team's not having such a great year, but Devers is tearing it up, and he's young. They got a lot of young talent over there. So yeah, they still have a good future if Boston can hold on to those guys. The problem is once their contracts are up, their initial contracts, they're probably not going to stick around. They're going to look for a team that throw them a lot of money. Now, teams that are going to be out of the running are like the Angels and the Phillies because they done blew their wads already, and they spent it on, I mean, God, I wish Trout was a Yankee. Sure, who wouldn't want Mike Trout on your team? Everybody would want a Mike Trout on their team. So the Angels were smart to lock him up. The Braves were smart to lock up Acuna and what's his name there too. So and they got their second baseman. They got him really cheap for $100 million. Philly's overpaid for Harper right now. Maybe he can have a good year down the line. He's had 2 bad years back to back. Obviously I work over in the Philadelphia area, so I'm surrounded by Phillies people, and they're like, "What are you talking about, man?" in their best Philly accents. Harper's having a great year. He's going to have like 30 home runs this year. I'm like, oh yeah, well, 30 home runs, yeah, okay. But those home runs aren't winning you a game. They needed to spend money on pitching too. Well, they just got a lot of hurt pitchers. I look at the list, and there's so many guys hurt this year. So everyone has that same excuse. You got players hurt. Giancarlo Stanton played 9 whole games, hurt, had 9 at bats this year, something crazy like that. They paid a lot of money for him. They're going to have a problem in the next couple of years too, keeping their guys together because they're all going to want the money. And them Steinbrenners, they don't like to part with their money. Once in a blue moon, they got ulterior motives for their dealings, though. Trust me, all the GMs do. They just don't throw money at. Like Trout can be traded next year, and someone will be willing to pick up his salary and trade some prospects for him. So you never know. Just because you sign that big contract doesn't mean you're going to stay there. Look at A-Rod. Signed that big contract with Texas, and boom, after 2 years or so, he was gone out of Texas. The Yankees picked up his salary. So, and that's one thing that's hurting Boston. By the way, these Boston fans here, Philip, Dennis Eckersley signs TTM. He signs through the mail, and I think he only charges like $10. So if you want to do that, you can send him a card. You use the self-addressed stamped envelope. You can send it to the stadium. He'll get it. And I've got my turnaround like within a couple weeks on him. So some guys take longer, but some guys take years. Some guys you never get back from. Just the way it is. That's why you don't send them a really good card. You send them. I've sent beat up cards. I've used beat up cards to get autographs just because I like the card. I like the look of the card, and that's all I had. Eckersley's, yeah, he's a cool dude. There for a while, I was buying a lot of autographs off of eBay too, trying to get all those Hall of Famers before they're all gone, before they all pass away, because you never know. You never know, and the young guys pass away too. So, try to get their autographs. If you can't get it TTM, you gotta buy it. Look for cheap deals on eBay, and I found a couple. So, and as long as they're certified, I'm happy with it. It's when you're buying, the uncertified stuff, that you gotta really buyer beware. And even then, the certifications are kind of hokey. I bought that Nolan Ryan ball at the flea market. It was in a nice holder and all that stuff. Had a little plaque on it. And the guy, swearing to me, oh yeah, my son got that. Nolan Ryan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, well, does it have a certificate of authenticity? No, we don't have one of them. He got it in person though. I'm like, okay, well, okay. And I'm like, well, what are you asking for? Well, he wants $35 for it, which is still kind of hokey price for a Nolan Ryan autograph ball. But I'm like, all right, well, it doesn't have a certificate. He's not going to get top price for it. I offered him like $25 or $20, and he took it. I have it. If it's real, it's real. If it's not, it's not. I just figured it's only $20, $25. If it's real, I made a good buy. If it's not, it's not. I only own two autographed balls. I don't have a huge baseball collection autograph. I got a Ken Griffey Jr. that I bought at a card show years ago for my son at the time, who was a huge Ken Griffey Jr. fan. And that was it. It was like a birthday present for him. It came in a nice. I got a nice baseball glove holder for it, And then he just said he didn't even like baseball cards anymore. So I ended up with everything that I bought him. I ended up with because he didn't want it. I'm still hoping he changes his mind. And my older son is into football, not baseball, and so he wants my football cards when my time comes. The will's already made out anyway. They just split them down the middle, and they can do with what they want because I won't be here to see them burn them or whatever they do to them. Take them out back and run them over the tractor, lawnmower, whatever. I'm just hoping that my son now is having a son of his own that maybe it'll rekindle it with him. I'm already doing videos with his daughters, his two daughters, the Chaos sisters, and if you've seen any of those videos, they can get hectic. And girls don't quite get it yet; they're a little bit young. But then, the last video I did, but then we tried an outside scenery, and we flew a drone, and my son crashed the drone into a tree, and was blowing cards all over the place as he was strafing us, taking footage. It was fun. But other than that, yeah, and people are like, oh, I never expected to see drone footage in a baseball card video. Like, yeah, I just wanted to mix it up and give you guys something different to look at, different perspectives, different views, different angles. And then just edit it together between the camera on my phone and the camera on the drone. The magic of editing. Yeah, if you're still here, Philip, yes, if you can, I mean, it's like number 2 Yawkey Place or something like that, the address of the stadium. And I'm a member of a TTM type website, um, sportscollectors.net. And you pay like $15 a year for your membership, but you get access to percentages of successful returns. You have guys that are selling stuff on there fairly cheap, and a lot of the guys, like, they're so good at it that they can now spot a legitimate signature versus a counterfeit one for the most part. I mean, they're not all 100% experts, but my boss is one of those guys who can look at one and say that's not real, that's real, that's legit, and yeah, he's got like 9,000 autographs in his collection. So mostly TTM. I gave him some that are like you get in the pack. Some of these unknown guys, you pick up for 50 cents or a quarter at the flea markets. But this Kmart cards give me a hard time. There it goes. Anyway, that's why I hate these 9 pocket sleeve card holders. You run the chance of damaging your cards in and out, and once you leave them in there too long, they stick and they end up destroying your card anyway. You get paper loss, all that good stuff, or the possibility of that. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I'm gonna be doing more stuff. I think I got some boxes I can open up yet. I still haven't done I wanted to do a side by side. I still have this one to open. It's gonna open this up. That was part of the giveaway. I mean, I've got boxes of cards here that I can open up. I still wanted to open this one up. I don't know if you can see that, but that's flea market purchase there for like $12. I bought these off of. Nope, the phone hung up real quick. Don't know who that was. So goodbye. But I bought these off of eBay, and this is a baseball card exchange video, right? And it's a 1986 Donruss / Leaf. It's actually Leaf wax box. It's not from a sealed case. So, but they certified it. And I bought 2 of them, not reading the fine print. Because it was cheaper to buy 2 of these than to buy just one. You know, it was like the price of 1.5. You get 2 boxes. And this one was Donruss that I had bought. And this Donruss, obviously this Donruss is not Leaf, and there's fewer cards. I wanted to do a side-by-side, do a baseball card exchange comparison to, you know, like a $30 box or $25 box that I bought versus, you know, like a $60 box that I bought. So, but I kind of messed up. I got too careless, and that turns out to be Leaf. So I don't have a Leaf box to go up against this. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. I can still do the opening and do pack by pack and see how it works out. I don't know. But anyway, that's it. I've got not tons, but I got a bunch of cards I can open up. I got a lot of stuff I can use as giveaways on my channel once I start growing. And I'm still waiting on that person to get back with me. Yeah, I know. I really like O-Pee-Chee. I try to pick up all the O-Pee-Chee I can, just because there's not as many of them around. And Leaf over Donruss, because Leaf is, I guess, the Canadian version of Donruss product too. And also, John Jabs, you're not on this channel, are you? You're at work, right? John, I've been picking out of these packs. I've been going through, and I've been finding like really rejected cards like this. This Canseco may look nice, but man, it is creased to the point like someone kind of slept on it. So I'm gonna send that to John to open on his channel, since someone else sent him a bunch on his last fan mail. This off-cut card here, and this off-cut card, this off-cut card. This one's got a little ink stain on it. This one's got creased right down the middle. Too bad for Fergie. Off center, you know, just so little off center cards here. This one's creased a couple times. So I got a bunch of these that I've been finding in these boxes, and I don't think there's a John Walton in here or any of his guys. This one just looks like it has so much paper loss. This one here is the same, all the paper loss. This is guy's rounded, like literally like rounded corners, like just totally messed up. It's a 75 with a big crease, off cut. This one someone took and they highlighted around the guy's body. Like, what? This one's just got all kinds of creases in it, and this one's got a lot of paper loss. So I just wanted to send him a bunch of junk cards to open on his channel on his Friends Mail Friday, sorry, and play a little junk on. Maybe put a nice card on top, and get his goat going that way. Yeah. Hey Frank, how's it going? Yeah, so you know, I don't want to leave you guys with a blank screen, so who can I have? I'll let you look at these. And how about Ryan Tuck? So I'm thinking about opening these up. Maybe I should do a survey on my next video. So I'll put the boxes out and say which one you guys want me to open next, kind of thing, just to get a pulse like I did with the other one where everyone wanted the 2018 archives opened up. So I did that on my next opening. I would like to become big enough to be able to do breaks, but right now, I just don't want to go too fast with my channel either. Let's just focus on getting to 1,000 subscribers and then grow from there. Branch out. I just now starting to go through the Patreon process to put that on my channel. That will help with buying stuff for my Patreons then to send out to them. So I'm not out of pocket, because we're not, I don't think we're all rich, you know what I mean? But by no means am I, strapped either, but it wouldn't take much to put any of us in probably dire straits if some catastrophe came through, like, I don't know, losing your job or something like that would suck. I have a very good job. I work for Boeing, not in Seattle, in Philly, and I build the Chinook helicopter for the U.S. Army and foreign customers. Most of my time is spent building foreign helicopters, and I've been there now going on 12 years. Not a very long time to be there, but I got there late. I was doing other things. I was doing other jobs. I was serving in the military. I did 21 and a half years in the military. Retired in 2015 from that, but still too young to fully retire. Still have to work. So, been working there, and yeah, it's a good job. I'm not complaining. I mean, if you live in the Northeast, you know how expensive things can get. I've been down south to South Carolina this summer and seen how nice and affordable everything is. I'm not going to say cheap, because obviously people down there don't make the same pay scale that people in the Northeast make, or other parts of the country. Their standard of living is a little bit lower, obviously. But I wanted to move down there so bad. But my wife said no. She wants to stay up here with the grandkids, so that's what we're doing. So I just got to find a place to put my cards now, because I am Stadium. Well, before Stadium Club, though, I think Upper Deck really changed the whole card collecting community to where the expectations were higher. They wanted that very nice, crisp photograph, very nice, And Stadium Club, yeah, excuse me. Then Stadium Club built on that. Topps built on that, but with only the Stadium Club, they still kept their affordable stuff. Let's put it that way. Hey Parker, how's it going? You know, but anyway, yeah. I think I'm pretty much talked out, guys. I don't know what you guys want to talk about, what else you want to see, because some of you guys have been here before, and I haven't really had a chance to dig out too much more of my stuff. Here's one thing that didn't make it onto my last flea market video. I totally forgot about it, so I'll put it out here now. So my last flea market video, I did get this off of a guy. Actually, it was a flea market video before that, but anyway. This is just a sleeve. I paid $5 for these Albert Pujols cards. Sorry about the glare. There we go. So I don't know if that's his real rookie card or what that is. I wasn't collecting back then. It looks like it is his rookie card. Topps rookie anyway. I don't know what his money card is. I don't know. Thing with Topps Big is Topps Big, they're too big. I don't know, is that his rookie card, guy? It says Cardinals 2001, so it's a 2002 Topps. But I don't know if that's like the money card. I just saw the guy had a sleeve of them. I'm like, all right, I don't have many Albert Pujols, so I'll pick it up. Why not? So like a lot of you guys, I didn't collect. I took a break in collecting. So this is for Spitball Bros. Um, if he's still here, this weekend I'll be heading over to my son's house again, and I think me and the girls are gonna open up some boxes. I still have these sitting around that I have not opened up. Guys always say to me, "How I couldn't stand to be having those boxes in my house and not look at them, not have them. I'd have them opened up right away. I had them opened up. Well, I just kind of have a plan, and I try to stick to that plan. And sometimes things just get put away. Like these were actually put into a box and kind of forgotten about because I've been going through my mind like, man, I need to go down and pick up some of these blaster boxes or something for the channel. And voila, I found these in a box. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do that with the girls and keep them interested in the hobby. I doubt if they'll stay with it. My one granddaughter can hit a baseball pretty good, and she's only 3.5, so she's doing good. I had her out hitting again this past weekend on their trampoline, and she's hitting them over top of the trampoline. I was sure that they got that like 8-foot netting on the side so the girls don't fall off, and she's hitting them over that, so she's doing pretty good. She might be a good ball player, and I think they're both going to be switch hitters because they both bat with either side, which is good. Never could do the old switch hitting thing. My brother, an identical twin brother, and he's a switch hitter. He learned to switch hit. I don't know because my dad never taught it to us. My dad never coached my brother and myself. He coached my older brothers in baseball, but never myself or my twin brother. We were the two youngest boys. So, anywho, guys, I don't know what else I have that I can show you that you haven't already seen. Let's see. I did put stuff out. All right, I have something right here. Guys, you're in luck. I did not show any of these. Some of you guys will like it. Some of you may not. Most of you will. Conseco. Nice. How about... It's a bat relic. No more Garciaparra. Bat. I don't think I paid $15 for that. Or $10. I don't know when I paid for it. How about a 68 Denny McLain? Oops. I don't know if I showed that. I don't think I did. That's from the board game, the classic board game, like the first edition. And then I went and I bought 4 boxes of them off of a guy over in Marlton, New Jersey. He had 4 of them, still factory wrapped. And I'm like, oh, this is great. And I sent one to Eric Jabs. I sent one to John. I gave one to my boss. And for some reason, I thought I had 2. And I gave one to my other boss. And then I get home and I'm like, wait, where's that other box at? Where's that other? Oh, man, I just gave away that box. I did pay $2 for this Tanaka. It's a nice card. And I'm a Yankee guy, so sorry there. But I know, guys, we actually got a couple of these Younts. So I may have showed the other one. I don't remember. But this is a Robin Yount rookie. I just like this because it's Babe Ruth with Ted Williams. It's nothing special. Just a Ted Williams card. Here's another Ruth with Gehrig. Not an old card, new card, but Ruth's 100th birthday card. Here's a Babe Ruth hologram. Hard to see. There it is. And I probably did pay $1 for that one. And then we got these Babe Ruth cards that are upper decks. And I got this Babe Ruth card. That's one of the Conlon collection cards. Number 796. Oh, no, that's not Ruth. I'm sorry, that's Cobb. My bad. Ty Cobb. I can look at it before I put it up there. I'm looking at the next card already in line. There's Ty Cobb. And that's a Ted Williams numbered card, 31,872 of 6 billion. I don't know. Here's a Ty Cobb. Here's a Ty Cobb. Here's a Ty Cobb. Now I did like Ty Cobb too. Of course, never seen him play, but I named my son after Ty Cobb, so his name is Ty, Ty, not Tyrus or Tyrone or whatever, Tyreek or whatever. There's a nice. That is a reprint of an old Conlon card. I have this card in a box somewhere. It's a 1909 triple folder, but the end cards are missing from it. But I have the centerpiece, and the title of that card is Cop Steals Third. Oh, there it is. So that's the Conlon production of it. So then this card has all that in it, but it's about half that size, or just over half that size, because it had to fit into a cigarette pack. Ty Cobb. And then this is one I got from that guy Art a couple months ago. Purchase, and I pulled this Glaber Donruss Elite card out of there, or whatever it is. It's a Donruss Panini 2013 Glaber Torres, and it says Chicago shortstop. So here's a Big Hurt Pro Cards. Nice minor league card. 1989. Reggie Jackson, 72. Nice card. How about this Sammy Sosa? Michael Jordan. That's the upper deck one. Nice. The hologram on the bottom there. Yeah, the holder scratched up, but it's an old holder. It's got the screw in it instead of the magnet. This one I sent to Goose Gossage twice. First time I didn't send him any money, and he didn't send a card back, and it was like a second year card. It's like one of the few times I sent out a really nice card, but I didn't send any money, and apparently he wants money. So I sent him this card and like $10, and he signed it and sent it back. So I never saw that other card. It's gone. I probably signed it and gave it to someone else. I don't know. Let's see what else we got. I picked this up at the flea market. It's probably in one of my videos. Nice Mickey Mantle thing. I could use that in the background on some of my videos if I want. Once I get really set up. Excuse me. All right, a couple more cards and then we're going to call it. How's that, guys? If you're anyone even here, I don't know. Let's see. There's still 3 of you here. Here's a Hank Aaron. What's that? A 64 tops. Here's a Dave Winfield, 75. Second year card. Here's a Dave Winfield corrected, not the Washington National League card. I don't know if they even made one of him that way. It's a 73, so it's a 74 tops. Dave Winfield autograph. A little hard to see, but there it is. That is legit because I had one I sent to PSA. I got both these at the same time, and they certified the other one as legitimate. Here's a Roger Clemens. Nice rookie card. How about a George Brett? Not rookie, but I do have his rookie card. Still. There's a Robin Yount. So that's 76. How about a 73 Willie Mays? Nice card. one of his last cards, if not his last card. Played a very long time. Oh, well. Here's a 69 Maze. Very nice. Joe Carter. And I like Joe Carter's because I think someday he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. I would hope, whether it's the Veterans Committee or someone that votes him in, would be nice. How about a Doc Gooden rookie? The holder's scratched up, but these are the stickers that you get in Fleer packs. Cards and stickers. Sticker on the front. Then you just have the statistics on the back that do you no good if you take your sticker off. Paul Molitor. Looks like we might have a string of Nolan Ryans here. So there's one Ryan. There's another Ryan. There's another Ryan. Still staying on screen. Yes, they are. Okay, get off. There we go. Here's another Ryan. Here's another Ryan. Here's another Ryan. And here's another Ryan. See? Yeah, kind of. Just put it over top of that one. Here's another Nolan Ryan. Stay there. Here's a Nolan Ryan, like World Series Championship. We're number one. That's Nolan right there. That's Tommy. No, there's Nolan. Tommy Agee. Mike Garrett, maybe. And that might be Ron Swoboda. I'm not quite sure who that is. That's definitely Tommy Agee. That's Ryan. I think that's Wayne Garrett. Here's a Steve Sachs Desert Shield card. One of the few that I have. I don't have a whole bunch. Here's a pretty roughed up 69 Ernie Banks. Corners are rounded, but still, that's the only one I got. Here's a rough Ted Williams card, one of his, if not his last card as a manager of the Senators. Here's a beat up Ted Shows How from 69. Here's a 78 or 77. And I used to know all these. 77. So the 76, so it's a 77 Ted Williams card. Here's a 1980 Ozzie Smith. Here's a 73 Carlton Fisk. Not his rookie. His rookie is 72, but he's on with two other guys. Here's a Barry Dawkins first day issue card. Here's a Ryne Sandberg. This, and I showed this in the other video that I did. This is the Ron Darling corrected error. You can see the card number is inside that circle, the baseball. The error card has no number on the back whatsoever. Here's a off-center Rickey Henderson. A really good centered Rickey Henderson. And this one's off-center, Rickey Henderson. And, guys, that'll do it. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Yes, the original Pudge Fisk. You got it, Philip. Guys, I've got like 1.6 million cards in my collection. Got a lot of stuff. Obviously, got a lot of repeats. Some of these collections I buy, there's a stack of 100 of the same card, you know. So it is what it is. And I just, like I said earlier, you know, I plan to, once my channel gets growing and big enough, I'll be doing giveaways and stuff and starting to pass this stuff out to people and stuff like that, Patreons and stuff like that, having more giveaways. By the way, Saturday, I am posting my 750 subscriber giveaway. So we're not there yet, but I plan to get there. So why not put the video out now and let people get, salivating over the prizes. The last group, no one claimed it. I actually added two more prizes, second and third place, and none of the three people claimed it. So I went down to the next three on the list, and I now am in the process of starting to notify them. I'll probably do that Saturday in my 750 subscriber giveaway video. I'll announce their names and give them 48 hours to contact me. If they do not contact me within the 48 hours, then I'll just slide down to the next three and we'll just keep going until I finally get rid of the box. Again, the huge box is downstairs. I'm not going to drag it up here, but the other giveaway was like, there's a box of this. By the way, this is you have a chance of getting a Hank Aaron autograph in this. This is the high number series, and you still have a chance of getting the Jordan rookie card in there, the baseball rookie. And the other one was a box of this. Not this box. This box is a little beat up, but they're all there. All the packs are there. I got a case of these, so I'll be giving away some of those. That's for second and third place. First place gets that huge box. If you saw the video, it's a pretty massive box. And 750 is even bigger box. It's even more. Sorry about that, Philip, but it's all good. It's all good. Nature, ribbing. That's what we do. We root for our team. We root for our favorite players. But it's all good nature. It's not like we're throwing batteries at each other or snowballs or something else, baseballs and baseball bats and whatnot. And I think, guys, I'm going to post some videos of not baseball cards, but I do play baseball, so I might throw a couple of them up on here and see what people think about that. See what kind of response I get. They'll be edited down, so it won't be like a whole complete game. It'll be just little outtakes from the games because I recorded with my GoPro during the games. Yeah, well, I live right across the river from those Philly fans, and I work with a bunch of them. So yeah. Yeah, I know. They hate Santa Claus. All right, gentlemen, I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, if there are ladies here, I'm sorry about that. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I'm starting to really enjoy these little chit chats we have. Maybe the channel will grow. And this is just something that I picked up from Danny and Gray's Cards and Toys, and he does these little sit downs, and talks about his collection and shows people what he's got. He's starting to do like live auctions or auctions anyway. So yeah, I mean, and guys, just sub to people. You see people trying to, they're in other people's channels and they're trying to advertise their stuff and just help them out. Give them a sub if you can. I know they limit the amount of subs you can put out based on the number of subscriptions you have. Blah blah blah. I know that. I've been down that road. I don't think it's right, but what are you gonna do? That's Big Brother YouTube monitoring us, I guess, keeping us all straight. I'm not going to go out and create 1,000 accounts just to subscribe to myself 1,000 times. Yeah, you're gonna have that everywhere you go, Kevin. There's guys that do kiss butt, but it is what it is. Um, I like to, I like watching Eric's channel. It's kind of what really, really, really got me hooked on. You know what? I mean, I was kind of messing around with it, and I had a lot of stuff recorded already, but I was doing gaming stuff, and I was doing that, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to switch gears, and I'm going to change up my channel. I'm going to go to this and see how this goes, and it's taken off. Guys, I started a couple months ago, probably a year ago now, maybe, and I had 20 followers, 20 subscribers, and so now I'm up over 580. So, Yeah, you hate to go out and beg for. I've seen guys begging for subscriptions, and um, you don't want to do that, because it does turn people off. But at the same time, I like the hashtag We Grow Together because we are a community, and um, I like to see everyone succeed. Um, that would be great, but you know, it may not happen for some people. It may not happen for me. I don't know. But you don't know. You can't win the game if you don't play. You don't know if you don't try. So if this doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. I go back to gaming. I love playing games. I love playing my video games, but I haven't I haven't played it in like a week. I'm kind of going through my withdrawals. I played hooky from work today to shoot some videos. I haven't done that. I've been doing this live stream with you guys and getting prepared for it, and of course having breakfast and everything else. Yeah, in it to win it. There you go. But you know, I just I really, I like Donnie Baseball, watching Donnie Baseball. He's growing real fast. Um, I really like uh, John because he does a mix of things. That's why I started expanding my flea market videos. I try to let him see because I'm not educated at all on kids' toys. As a matter of fact, this summer I went through the attic and I threw all my kids' toys away, and he'd probably have a conniption because I know there were Ninja Turtles in there and all kinds of stuff in there. Micro Machines, I just kind of tossed them all because they were just sitting up there all over the place in the attic, and I had to clean up the attic because I wanted to get the roof redone, and I didn't want the guys having to pull the plywood off and have anything get blown out of the house or whatnot. I don't know. So I went up there and cleaned it up, and I got rid of all their stuff. Pulled all my cards out because I had a couple 100,000 cards in the attic. My son had all his cards in the attic. I had to pull all them out. Probably 300,000 cards in the attic. Pull them all down. Um, so and they'll never go back in the attic again because yeah, I got all kinds of bricks out of the stadium clubs and the high gloss cards. Yeah, and that kind of breaking cases thing really kind of ruins it too, in the same sense that everyone's tuning in for that. Everyone's tuning in for the case breaks, and I understand the whole case breaks, box breaks, um, becomes a business though. It doesn't become a hobby. It doesn't become fun. Um, you saw how laborious, how um, Eric was last night. He's like, "Well, I wanted to get done by midnight. I got school in the morning. I got a 2 hour drive to get there." And it's like, well, dude, why are you doing this? You're overextending yourself. You know, think of your family first. Think of your health. You know, he flat out said it wasn't going to be. He couldn't afford to make it a full time job because the algorithms may change, and all of a sudden everyone stops watching his stuff. Which I find it kind of hard to believe, but it could happen. Sure, the next best thing could come along, like kids with slime and stuff. Um, who knows? Pokemon, you know, anything can come along and replace it. But it's still our hobby. It's still what we enjoy to do. We're going to do it whether there's videos there or not. The videos just help us relive some of our past and get us excited for the future too. What's going on in the future too. Pogs. I threw a bunch of them away. I bought them for my kids back in the day too. All the Pogs and the Slammers and all that stuff that they had. Yeah, I threw all them away. My kids are grown up. My kids are the age of some of you guys. They're 33 and 35 now. It's funny. I work with guys and they're the age. I said, you should talk to me with a little more respect. I'm old enough to be your father. As a joke and stuff, and joke around with them. Like, oh yeah, you're right. You're old, aren't you? Like, yeah, I'm old enough to be your father. You need to respect me. But just joking with those guys. It's all fun. I work with a great bunch of guys. But anyway, guys. Yeah. So how old are you, Philip? If you don't mind me asking. Can you guys hear me okay? Is because the camera is like 3 feet away from me. 34. So you're right there, the same age as my kids. So you have the same toys I was out buying for my kids. You grew up with those same toys, the same cartoons. You watched Ninja Turtles all the time on the TV and had all the toys. What else was big with them? My one son loved Micro Machines, Legos, all kinds of Legos. What else? They loved when they were younger watching DuckTales, the cartoon, Disney cartoon DuckTales, um, and Rescue Rangers with Chip and Dale, and yeah, my kids watch all that. I spent a lot of time watching the kids' cartoons. I recorded for my kids when they were little because you still had the VHS and the beta tapes, and that's what we did. I was in the military, so we didn't have when I was overseas. We had like one station, and then when CNN came along, it was like, oh my God, we have two stations to watch American TV on. Holy cow! First was the Armed Forces Network was number one, which was kind of all about military stuff and what's going on news in the military and Europe specific theater, which mine was Europe. And then when CNN came along, I was like, oh my God, we have something else to watch. It's 24 hours worth of news, but we get to watch it. Yeehaw. So I would go to the local video store. My kids never got into the Beanie Babies, thank goodness. My mom did. Not wrestling figures either, but yeah. but So I would get movies and I would record these movies because you're allowed to make one copy for yourself. And then I would put a cartoon at the beginning or the end of every one, usually at the end because you had so much room left on the tape. I would always throw like a Disney cartoon on the end for the kids, old cartoons for them. And that was our entertainment when we were overseas, watching videotapes or CNN News 24/7. Yeah, I hear you, Kevin. It's ridiculous. It's too expensive. I can't afford to go out and buy a freaking box of cards. When I go to Walmart and I see a $70 box of cards, I get sticker shock. I'm like, what? Because there's so much other things we can spend that money on that maybe you need because you want those cards. You don't need those cards, but there may be something you need, instead, So yeah, I get sticker shock. That's why I love flea markets. I'm sorry that a lot of you guys don't have flea markets in your area, but I can just go to a flea market and I can spend. I admit I did spend a lot of money in the last two flea markets ago. I did. I went overboard. No, that was my money for the September card show. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. Or still, at least I'm going to get that Pete Rose autograph, and I'm going to record it for my channel and any comments he might say. But yeah, I mean, flea markets I can get some really nice buys, more bang for my buck, and that's what I look for. Bang for my buck. What can I get? How many Hall of Famers can I get? Yeah, it was back in the day. It was like, what about future Hall of Famers? It's a gamble. You don't know. You get lucky. You buy that card and you got lucky. He turned out to be a Hall of Famer and having a great career. How many guys don't turn out and have a great career? There's tons. For every one, there's 100 that didn't. You know, so um, the Wander Francos, the Eloy Jimenez's. They paid this guy all kinds of money. He never even stepped into a batter's box, and they paid him all that money. You got the Vladdy Juniors, who can still one little injury, guys. Not that I wish an injury on anybody, but one little injury and their careers can be over. Look at Tatis Jr. He got hurt twice this year. The big fear with Mike Trout is he going to get hurt stealing a base again? So, I'm sure they told him, "Don't be stealing bases, Mike. Don't be stealing bases, Mike. We can't afford you to get hurt. I pay you $300 million. I don't want you getting hurt." Okay, so Donnie was in the hospital. Someone started a stupid rumor that he was arrested for counterfeit cards or something like that, which is mean. I didn't want to repeat that, but at least we got some feedback on where he's been. That's good. Yeah, well, you all know he's got multiple sclerosis, I believe. So, and he's really kind of bad off, man. He can hardly move his hands, you know. But he's an intelligent guy. He's well spoken, you know. He's articulate. So props to him, And he's putting himself out there in front of all these people who it's real easy for people to criticize and make fun of people. And thank God we have a community that for the most part doesn't do that. That I know of. I haven't really been exposed to that yet. I mean, it's easy for people to criticize people and put them down. Yes, yes, he's a great guy. He's a North Jersey guy, so um, not really far from me. Um, yeah, true. The hobby sucks, and the manufacturers, so they ran us out of business by overproduce, or ran us out of the hobby by overproducing. And this is just my opinion, by overproducing, mass producing these cards. Okay, you lived here for 50 years. You've been here longer than me. I've been here like 25, maybe. And then now they're chasing us away from the hobby because now only like I'm sorry, but the elite can afford these breaks, can afford a whole box. I mean, who can afford $100 for 3 cards? $150 for a pack of cards. There's so much more you can get with that same $150. Oh, okay, you're in Tennessee. I'm sure you get nice weather down there. Yeah, and that's sad too that people have to do that. I mean, I like to tend to think of myself as a pretty nice guy, and I really don't pick on anybody intentionally, obviously, or maliciously. People are entitled to their opinions, and you have to respect that. You don't have to agree with it, but you respect it, and that's their right. Um, and so, yeah, I try not to get political. I don't like politics. Politics is a divider between people. Um, so I don't like to talk politics or religion um, at work or anywhere, actually. I avoid the subject. If someone brings it up, I'll just excuse myself and I'll go somewhere else. Um, I don't want people to force their opinion on me. They're entitled to their opinion, but don't force your religion on me. Don't force your politics on me. Let me make up my own mind. And our minds are already made up anyway. Yeah, so they're manipulating the hobby. The manufacturers are sure they are. They're doing their usual thing. It's all about obviously it's about money. It's always about money. I mean, let's face it. No one goes into business to lose money. Obviously, they have to pay their employees. Uh, I don't know what their employees' salaries are. Hopefully, they give them a decent living wage that they can afford to feed their families and stuff. Because obviously these card companies are making a lot of money now. Sure, they got to pay these athletes, but they don't pay them a whole lot for their signatures. The big names, yes. When you got to pay $300 or $400 or $500 for a Topps Mike Trout autograph card that they sell on the Topps website, and you've got 24 hours to buy it. That's Topps Living Sets, or whatever they call those things. But yeah, I mean, I would love to have a Mike Trout autograph. I would love to have one. He's a Jersey guy too, but you know what? If it happens, it happens. What? Optic has 7,621 different cards. Are you kidding me? I did not know that. You'll never have them all. It'll take you 10 years or more to collect all those cards. Why would they do that? Because they want your money. That's why they do it. I know it was a silly question, but that's, or is it just 762 cards and they just put the actual number in there by accident? I can't even keep up with the new stuff anyway. It's too much. It's too much. I just what I get what I get. Every time I go to a flea market, the vendors ask me, "Well, what are you looking for? What are you looking for?" I'm like, you know what? I'm looking for what catches my eye. If it catches my eye, and then maybe you got a little hook in me, and we'll go from there. And I did this past video, this past flea market video. I was at this guy's stand, and I spent I don't know how long looking through his little tote of of supposedly unopened cards. And as I'm sorting through them, I'm seeing some suspicious looking wrappers. And the 3 packs that I wanted to get, after I found them, I turned them up and looked on the tops, and they were snipped off. They were already sorted through. Whether anything was taken out doesn't matter. To me, it's, you know, the part of the thrill is opening that pack and seeing what's in there. Someone's already stolen that thrill from me. So I didn't buy anything from there, and I started looking at his other stuff. And then once I see that, I get a little suspicious of everything else that he's got. But by the time I went around and got to the far end of his table, his little uh, horseshoe, his little U-shaped stand there, I saw some stuff that caught my eye. $5 box. I'm like, yeah, $5. That's in my range. Asked him what was in there. He opened it up. He told me what was in there. I'm like, all right. I didn't look. I just said $5. I'll take my chances for $5. Why not? White sparkle, this red, gold, pink, purple, orange, refractor, auto with and without, numbered relics. Yeah, yeah. If it's autographed, it should be numbered. If it's a relic, it should be numbered. Um, Inserts, probably should be numbered too. You know what I mean? So we know. We don't know how many. How many did they print up? You know, if it's not numbered, it becomes a base card because they printed as many as the base. And then ended up spending, you know, like 15 or 20 bucks at that guy's table, and I got some good stuff out of it. Um, so I love flea markets. I wish I had more good ones around me. I keep going to the same one, maybe the other, the Berlin one, but that's not as good. I've been there, and I know the guys there, and I know their product, and they don't have exactly what I want, and especially for the price I want. They're a little more pricier. I don't like paying 50 cents a card or $1 a card. You give me a stack of cards for that price, then we're talking. You know, you're going to sit on it for years. Why not just give it to me for, cheap? Remember collecting sets, late 70s and early 90s. You just can't do that. No, you can't. Short prints, inserts. I'm just talking the overall price of a box of cards. You used to run down into the corner store and you'd pay, $12 for a 36 packs of cards and $13. And those days are long gone. We're never going to see them again. Now it's $150 for 3 cards in a pack or something like that. It's ridiculous. Oh, but they're all autographs, though, or all autographs or relics. Well, geez, guys, that's still a lot of money. I mean, I just bought 3 cards. That's all I got. Because now I got to wait till next month, maybe when my budget allows me to spend more money to buy, 3 more cards? No. I'm constantly, my wife asked me today, she asked me because I played hooky from work today. She asked me if I'd been on Facebook Marketplace. And I said, yeah, I've been on there. He said, right now there's a lot of 5,000 count boxes, cards for sale. I messaged the seller. And in fact, I should check and see if they messaged me back. It's getting late in the day. I see no messages back, but I messaged them and I made them an offer because they said make me an offer. So I made them an offer. And 40 boxes. Oh, yeah. Well, same way with these boxes I buy. I'll be lucky to get some PSA 10s out of them. But it costs you so much money to get them graded. You can't go PSA route. You got to go like JSA or SGC or Beckett, someone who does it for $3 a card instead of, I paid Mickey Mantle cost you $100 from PSA to get a card graded. They go by the player's name. Yogi Berra Hall of Fame plaque, the yellow postcards, $35 to get that graded. Pass or fail. I'm talking just like to certify the autographs on those what they call them cuts. Um, $35. Ted Williams postcard signed, supposedly by Ted Williams. $100. On top of, you got to join their club. You can't just submit stuff to them. You got to pay for a membership for like exclusive rights to the website and to find out what the population report is. That's a population report according to them. They control the market too. You know, they've got almost a monopoly on it because everyone, for some reason, swears by PSA, and even I was that way for the longest time. But like, you know what? Yeah, we're paying a lot of money for this, and they can so easily manipulate the market by just not giving out the tens anymore. It's like, you know what? One of those tens is Bob's over in accounting, and he would really appreciate it if we didn't put out any more, you know, Ozzie Smith 1979 PSA 10s or 78 Eddie Murphy PSA 10s, guys. All right, so let's get out some nines and some eights, but hold off on the tens for a little bit because old Bob over there is trying to sell his on eBay. Once it sells, maybe we'll let another one loose. It's that easy. It's that easy. They hire guys right off the street, right? They're based in North Jersey, PSA. So I've been to their website, and they hire. They'll train you. They'll train you to be a PSA Gem Mint 10 certified, whatever. Yeah, well, I'd have to go onto their thing and see what they say. Um, Unfortunately, everyone swears by them, so we're kind of stuck with that mentality in the hobby. Is that PSA is the final say, and they've got the final. Do you know the guys at JSA and some of these other companies were former employees of PSA, were former presidents, former founders of PSA, and they left their own companies because they didn't like it or whatever their reasons were and started their own companies. So, yeah. And who's that outfit that was trimming the cards and then submitting them to PSA? Yeah, and then the whole off center thing. Yeah, that kind of stinks. You can probably get more than 25 cents on eBay for them, regardless. Somebody will want them for their collection. You know that. I know you're just speaking figuratively, but yeah. I mean, guys, in the end, I don't like spending a lot of money for a little amount of product, and it's only paper. It's only cardboard. You know, in the end, it's not worth what you pay for it. You've got to get really lucky. So yeah, I hear you've been caring for them well. I wish I could find my Yogi Berra plaque, a Hall of Fame postcard, and my Ted Williams um, postcard that I held on forever, for a long time, 30, 40 plus years, yeah. And then when I finally submitted them to PSA, they returned them as counterfeits, not real. And I'm like, wow, all this time carrying them, I had them in binders and had them, not in binders, but like in scrapbook things, like really keeping them nice and neat and just pristine, not touching them, not looking at them. And then one day in the middle of summer, your dreams are shattered. All your hopes as a kid, they're like, what? The Bat Boy signed them. The equipment manager signed them. What? His mom signed them. What? Or in the case of Tommy John, his ex-wife is signing them and keeping the money for herself. So, yeah. Anyway, and that's a true story about Tommy John. I heard about that. Um, I saw the warning on sportscollectors.net because I always got to send to Tommy John. I was looking for people to send to. And I clicked on his thing and I'm reading all the information. And it said, oh, there was a recent note about it. And it said, don't send to this address, guys, unless you want Tommy John's ex-wife's signature on your card. And then it said she's been signing the cards and keeping the money for herself to pay the bills, whatever. And his ex, he'd probably get some kind of alimony, but let's face it, I'm sure he didn't have that much money. He didn't make a ton of money back in his day. He should be getting some residuals from just the term Tommy John surgery. Every time someone has Tommy John surgery, he should be getting some kind of royalties just for using his name for the surgery. And he might. You never know. He might be. But all right, guys, we're at the 2 hour point, and I think my stomach is growling. I didn't have lunch yet, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. Um, I will check. I will go back and check this video. Well, I just call up another browser. Hold on, and I see Brewers Cards Forever. I'll see if I'm subscribed to you. So let's go. Open up a new page. It's a little slow here for some reason. I got too many pages open up probably. All right, so I will go to type in your name now. Brewers. Cards Forever. Okay. Brewers Cards Forever. Let's see if I type things up. So why is it not coming up? What am I missing? Oh, because there's no space between cards and forever. Okay. That's why. Get rid of the space. There we go. Now that should bring it up. It did not. What's going on? Brewers Cards Forever. I don't know why, if you're here, Brewers Cards, why your channel's not coming up for me. Let me just do a copy and paste. I'm doing something wrong, obviously. Copy that. Yeah, well, I'm going to try it again. Let's get rid of that. Paste now. And see if that works. So showing results for Brewers Cards Forever. There's no space between the cards and forever.
You all right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm getting hungry for lunch though, so I'm gonna have to shut it down here and go eat some lunch. I'm getting hungry. I don't know, bro. Yeah, it's not coming up. Yeah. That is weird. That's not coming up for me. So Philip was able to get there. Why am I not? BREWERS space cards, no space, FOREVER. Brewers Cards Forever. Not coming up. Interesting. All right, let's go here. Try it again. Not coming up. Why is it not coming up? It's showing like the Milwaukee Brewers versus St. Louis Cardinals. I don't see a website. A bunch of videos about the Brewers. Interesting. Filter. What's wrong with the filters here? Nothing. Last hour last week. Play channel. There we go. All right. So I got Cards Forever. Cards. Milwaukee Brewers. Cards Forever. Why is it not coming up with Brewers Cards Forever? Interesting. See, it wants to keep putting a space between the cards and forever for some reason. Mm. Nope, not working. That is weird. No, it's not going to let me do it on the live stream, I don't think. It's going to let me mute you or something like that. Let's see what it says. Report, remove, put in timeout, hide user on this, and add moderator. So, no, it's not letting me do it. And Eric has the same issue when he does live. But I opened up a new web browser and still nothing. I did a copy and paste of your name here in the chat, and still not working. All right, so I did a Google search. You have anything to do with baseball cards on a budget episode? For the search for Acuna. There it is. It says YouTube, so I'm clicking on it. That link. There you are. Now I got you 32 subscribers, and now you just got 33. Yep, gotcha. Now you got 33. No problem. It's what we do, guys. Try to help each other out. You're starting out your channel, you know, use what we can to keep the hobby going, keep it alive. Let's see, Philip. I'm pretty sure I'm already subscribed to you. Kevin Kirk. I'll check you out right now since I got the other one open. I bet you I'm already subscribed to you. Copy. I'll just paste it right here. No, you're not coming up either. So I've got a problem here. Why it's not coming up? So, you know why? I'm telling me I gotta go through Google. All right, I guess I'm gonna go through Google. That is weird. Copy. Paste. No, it's probably not gonna work still. No, it keeps bringing up other stuff. Let's see. You're not Kevin Kirk of Clark High School, are you? With 317 subscribers? No. Oh, so you have two different accounts. And that's the one you want people to subscribe to? The BMX dude? So your son likes riding BMX bikes. My son did too back in the day. He petitioned the whole township to build a little BMX park for him and his friends to ride their bikes because the cops didn't want them riding in town. All right, I see you right there, Kevin Kirk, with your little headphone and alien type eyeballs. I'm already subscribed to the. Got 70 subscribers, so I'm already subscribed to you. I try to subscribe to everybody. If I see some names I don't recognize, All right, who else is in here that I can get real quick before I sign off? Even if they're not here anymore, I can still help them out with a sub. Fall Creek. I'm sure I'm subscribed to you, Fall Creek. Collectibles. Copy. Paste that baby there, see what we get. Yes, I am subscribed to Fall Creek. He's got 72 subscribers. All right, who else is in here? Parker Card Break. I bet you I'm subscribed to him. There's not many people that I have not subscribed to. I try to sub to everybody I can when I see their names come up in any of the other streams. Go there, we'll go paste there. Let's see if we're good for 12. Yep, 131 subscribers at Parker Card Break. So I'm already subscribed there. How about Frank's Card Corner? Go hit him up. Copy. Yep, already subscribed to Frank. Let's see. Try to get everyone that came into the stream. Spitball Bros, I know I'm subscribed to them. Ghostface, I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to him. He was in the stream yesterday. We'll double check because you just never know. That didn't work out too good one because there's a space there. Back. Now search him up. There he is. That's the same one. He's got 6,000 subscribers. That's the same Ghostface, but let me check. I gotta check his thing. No, that's not him. That's a different Ghostface. This Ghostface has a avatar. I'm gonna have to. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed. I have to look that up later. Let's see who else is in here. Michael Wenzel, I know him. Randy Foster, I probably am with him as well, but still. Try it. No, it's not coming up. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work for me. Anyway, guys. All right. I've scrolled out of the way for a while. Yeah, we met 2 weeks ago with Dave Durango. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go eat some lunch. It's already past that by a couple hours. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. And hey, just subscribe to as many people as you can, especially if you really like their content. Obviously, if you don't like their content, don't subscribe. Obviously, that's just a no-brainer. has to be something that you enjoy watching. I'll try to keep doing some more of these live things. Seems like some people like it. I won't always be able to do it in the middle of the day though, because gotta go to work too. Can't play hooky all the time. But I appreciate it, and my wife's calling me, so I'll catch you guys later. Again, thanks for everything. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for allowing me to share my collection with you guys. And hey, we'll see you somewhere out in the community. Yes, and have a great day, guys. Oh, I gotta do my signature sign off sign. This is Boom signing off saying peace, and we'll see you in the next one. There you go. Put that in there. All right, guys. Thanks.